Hello, hello, all you wonderful Trekkies and Trekkers and people of the Federation, Klingon Empire, Romulan Star Empire, Cardassian Union, and everybody in between. I am Jeff. This is Iron Wolf Productions, and we are at it again. Because, I like to talk about things that pique my interest, and what do we got going on today? Well, Mr. Lore Reloaded did a video about the Prime Directive, and he brought up a part about the Klingon Civil War and about Picard, and I was like, if a Prime Directive is really about non-interference whatsoever, Picard blew that mission completely out of the water. In picking the next Chancellor of the High Council, and someone came back, and it's like, well, it didn't matter what Picard picked. Civil War was going to break out, and I'm like, no, and this is another fact I'm going to of no, my friend. If the Federation believed in non-interference, what in the name the fuck are you doing? Sorry, I have someone going in a 50-mile-an-hour zone going 35 and thinking this is okay because I'm about to get my ass run over. Oh, stupid people. Sorry, people. Oh, and then once he gets over, he decides he wants to speed up. Genius. Oh, little old people. What can I say? Anyway, going back to my original point after dealing with that stupidity. The fact that Picard agreed to the previous Chancellor of the High Council, Kim Peck, to be basically the adjudicator to pick the next Chancellor of the High Council flies completely in the province of non-interference. Because a Starfleet officer is directly influencing Klingon politics for at that point, who knew how long. And on top of it all, this kind of goes back to before even that two-parter with the Klingon Civil War, to the part where Kim Peck is actually dying and makes the request of Picard in the first place, and we have then living Duras and Gowron being considered the front runners for the throne. Worf's mother of his child being there and then subsequently slain by Duras, and then Worf turning right around and killing Duras. Holy dog shit, are we talking? Completely taking a dump on the Prime Directive at this point. I mean, we're just shredding that bitch and shucking it out the airlock. So, and then of course, Picard being the adjudicator and picking the next Chancellor of the High Council, which completely, once again, flies in the face of non-interference. And then Laura trying to say, oh, well, because of non-interference, well, we're going to let the Klingons have their civil war, even though we just plopped Gowron's ass on the seat and in charge. And we're not going to defend them against dissidents who want to fly completely in contravention of Klingon law, which we were trying to help uphold by interfering in the first fucking place. I mean, can we say the Klingon Civil War and the episode where Worf kills Duras was completely shitting all over the Prime Directive and the spirit of what it was there to stop in the first place? And nothing happens to either Picard or Worf. Oh, and let's not forget the fact that later in Deep Space Nine, Worf does it again! By killing Gowron, almost becoming, Chancellor of the High Council, and then turning around and making Martok Chancellor as a Starfleet officer! Prime Directive, anybody? Being completely shit upon? Because the plot needed it? My God. I mean, this is why I always say, like, the Prime Directive just covers more than that. Then why do people shit on it whenever the fuck they feel like it and do things completely contradictory to the Prime Directive whenever it fucking suits them? To say Picard never violated the Prime Directive and then he turns around. Oh, and I also forgot. On top of completely flying in the face of non-interference by picking Gowron, and then leaves Gowron the twist in the wind, trying to say, my hands are clean. He turns right around, forms a task force, plops it on the fucking Klingon, Romulan, and Klingon border, and interferes with the Romulan Empire. Picard in that entire those two episodes completely contradicts the Prime Directive. Completely contradicts it. Which just goes to show that whenever it suits the Federation, they barely pay lip service to the Prime Directive, if not outright completely throwing it out the airlock whenever it suits them. Sorry. If you're going to have something like the Prime Directive, adhere to the fucking Prime Directive. Don't just shit on it whenever it fucking suits you. Otherwise, don't have the Prime Directive or limited scope to pre-warp civilizations where I think it should be in the first place. After that, then it starts becoming political decisions that completely take the Prime Directive and go poof. So, yeah, that's my quick reply to Lore Reloaded and his whole thing on the Prime Directive, especially when it came to the Klingon Civil War. Woo! We threw the Prime Directive to the fucking shredder on that one. On all counts. Granted, the only thing that didn't offend the Prime Directive is when Worf resigned his commission and joined his brother. But still, let's look at it when going back to when Kim Peck made that request of Jean-Luc Picard. Jean-Luc Picard should have messaged that back to Starfleet Command. Starfleet Command should have taken one look at that, passed it to the Council and the President. All of them should have shit kittens, come right back to Picard and say, you tell that Chancellor, thank you, but no thank you. We do not go around playing Kingmaker in someone else's empire. Because Prime Directive. Even though he asked you to. Hell no. That's what should have happened the minute Kim Peck asked Picard to do what he did, which later led to the Klingon Civil War. Picard should have never been there in the first place. Top the fact off of, like I said, Worf killing Duras and completely influencing Klingon politics. Holy shit! I'm surprised Worf wasn't stripped of his rank and thrown out of Starfleet. Come on, guys. Let's look at this objectively with the Prime Directive in the events of the Klingon Civil War. And what Giorgio does, I mean, let's see how many times Starfleet has just taken the Prime Directive and gone, poof. I'm pretty sure Picard racks up a pretty good laundry list. Janeway racks up a list or two whenever the hell she felt like it. Picard at least did it once. Worf did it multiple times. I'm pretty sure Sisko could be accused of having broke the Prime Directive once or twice. Especially when he asked the Prophets to basically come in and remove a Jem'Hadar fleet. Woo, boy! Talk about breaking the directive of non-interference and acting an extracorporeal form to interfere on your behalf. Wow! Or when Janeway interfered in the Q Continuum Civil War. Oh my goodness! So yeah, don't, Laura. I'm sorry, I have to take you to task here, but don't give me that Picard never broke the Prime Directive. Oh yes, he did. Oh yes, he did. Anyways, I'm the Iron Wolf. Those are my thoughts. Yeah, I kind of rambled and kind of repeated myself. I just wanted to make the point. Good golly, Miss Molly. Catch y'all later.